Hello everyone, my name is Zoe Armstrong and I'm joining you from Treaty 7 territory in Cochrane, Alberta, which is just outside of Calgary. Treaty 7 is the traditional and ancestral land of the Blackfoot, including the Kainai, Piikani, and Siksika, as well as the Tsuut'ina Nation and Stoney Nakoda First Nation. I'm currently a fourth year teacher and I've bounced around from high school and middle school over the last few years. I'm moving from 6th to 7th and 8th grade next year with a focus in math and science, and I'm really hoping that I can kind of stay put in those grades and those subjects and really become an expert in the curriculums. I also spend a lot of my time in the gym coaching volleyball and basketball. So though the 7 principles from the Chickering and Ehrman reading, as well as the International Society for Technology and Education standards are extremely relevant to us as educators, it's really the first people's principles of learning that resonate the most with my personal teaching philosophy. The first image I chose is of my students line dancing in phys ed class, and this unit most students in middle school dread because they find it awkward and embarrassing. However, by the end of it, students are often more connected as they've had to step outside of their own comfort zones in front of one another and in a sense have really found their sense of place with one another. And ensuring students feel that sense of place is really crucial to my teaching philosophy. The second photo I chose is of students reflecting on a novel study I read with my ELA classes. It's about a young Black girl growing up in a largely white community. It introduces students to concepts of equity, bias, racial discrimination, and the Black Lives Matter movement. Cochrane is a largely white community, so for a lot of my students, this is kind of their first experience with this type of material. I have received some pushback from parents about this novel study. However, as uncomfortable as that is, I know it's my duty as an educator to provide these learning experiences for my students. The First People's Principle of Learning that states, learning supports the well-being of the self, the family, the community, the land, the spirits, and the ancestors, I find is really supported through this belief. Lastly, I posted, with permission from the student, a picture of a test where they absolutely crushed the question. This is the type of stuff that really keeps me doing what I'm doing. As stated in the First People's Principle of Learning, learning involves patience and time. And this student dedicated what they needed to be able to really accurately demonstrate their knowledge, and they were really proud of themselves for it. Celebrating the time and patience students put into their learning, including their mistakes and their victories, is a large part of my teaching philosophy. I really look forward to learning with and from each of you this semester.